It's the Will Show. How's everything you want to know? Keep up everything about sports so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get expired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the Will Show.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Will Show. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. And we have the Don. What's going on, Don? How you doing, sir?
What's going on, people? Y'all know, same old thing. Just a different weekend, chilling, getting this weekend over with, ready for another work-filled week.
Woo-wee. T-Rock, what's the deal?
Oh, feeling pretty good, y'all. Finally got me some golf in. I'm ready to go.
Man,
That's all
Cali
it takes.
golf.
It's all it takes,
Right.
That's
guys.
how I take it.
Puts a smile on his
It's
face.
simple, man.
The small
It's not
things.
that much. Small
The
thing that
small
matters.
things. Yes,
Yes,
The
sir.
it
small things.
does. And we're
We
gonna,
are that
hey,
age.
today we're gonna go ahead and get you guys caught up on stuff that happened. NCAA tournament from Thursday on today. So, as we already got the Final Four, but we're going to go ahead and get the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 and all that kind of good stuff. But before, this is where you're going to find us at pretty much 54 Sports Network. It's everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok. You don't stop. You can listen to it, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, all that good stuff. Shout out to Mile Y, sponsor 502 Corvette,
Yes, sir.
Final Empire, all the people. So, we're going to have
All
fun
right.
today. And I am not locked out of my account, so I can actually tell who's doing what on this 54 sports bracket and who look like dog shit. Some people who is affiliated with 54 sports look like shit. So we're gonna get rocking and rolling. I'm just keeping it real. See the whole key is T-Rock is that
Uh,
see Louisville had a season that I was able to watch like I normally has in the past.
mm-hmm.
I'm deadly, man. I'm deadly, baby.
Number one, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh
Number
yeah, oh
one.
yeah. I'm back in business, baby. I'm back in business.
Word
It's
up.
all good.
Word
It's
up.
all good. It's just Louisville got to you can't be 4 and forever and 8 and forever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that. So it's all good. And speaking of that, let's get into some games that happened this past Thursday, man. We talked about it. We previewed this last Wednesday, and we knew it was going to be a 200 total point game, and they did not let us down. Alabama destroyed BYU 113-88. When is the last time you seen where somebody score 88 points in a game and get dog walked by
Right.
25?
Mm-mm-mm.
Ridiculous, bro. This ridiculous. BYU, I hear you guys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got a new coach, NBA NBA player, coach, whatever, and he still took it on the chin. The biggest stat in this game, man, in stats, they tell it what it is, and everybody who do not remember, Alabama, 25 for 51 3-pointers. Hit
Mm-mm-mm.
25 3-pointers, bro. And the
Mm-hmm.
crazy thing is that they only shot the ball 66 times. Only 15 shots was 2-pointers. Ridiculous, ridiculous. And
Yeah.
you kind of shot your ammo a little bit too much. You probably
Mm,
wish you probably wish you had a little bit of them to save for the Saturday, but no matter what, it's a Sweet 16. It is what it is. Don, what was your thoughts on Alabama just blasting BYU with all them 3-pointers?
I mean, myself, I was looking at it to be at least a multiple point game, 10 or more, but this selecting, I mean, yeah, it's saying a lot right there. Bama took it to them, but they got hot early and didn't stop though. So hey,
Good win. Good win. T Rock, what's your thoughts?
I mean, pretty much the same. Like anytime you hit 25 3 pointers, you better win. Shit.
Right.
right,
You know what I mean? Shoot, I mean, apparently 88 ain't no slouch either. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, they did the thing, man. I was like, oh, these dudes is just ridiculous today. They I don't know what was going on.
75 points from the 3 pointers, man.
yeah,
That's
Mr.
unheard.
Serge.
That's Boston Celtics, man.
I'm
That's what
saying.
Boston Celtics be doing in the NBA. My gosh. And the crazy thing is, they went to the line 21 times, so they was 18 for 21. BYU was 16 for 20. Hey, just not enough, man. Not enough bullets. And we knew that Alabama wasn't going to play no defense, but BYU, got to try to play some defense.
Something.
Try.
Try
At
is the
least
key word
try.
is try. Try. Florida 87, Maryland 71. This game, pretty much everybody knew that Maryland was losing their coach, Willard. It happens. It gets out there. It's kind of ugly in the situation, which hopefully the kids, I didn't say kids, the grown men, most of them
Right.
23, 24, whatever years old. But he did have a hell of a, freshman on there, Queen and all that kind of stuff like that. Florida is just, like I said before, man, to me, they just a total team, bro. They got the inside, they got the outside. Maryland, they a little young as far as with Queen and good guard play, but just not enough for that. And then, like I said, you just never know what's in these kids. Some of them are kids. Minds when you know you're going to lose your coach, especially ones who may be coming back and thinking, "Damn, dude, we ain't even done with the tournament. You already taking another job." We seen that happen here with football
Hmm.
stuff like that. It's not a pretty sight. But Florida does what Florida does. They took care of business. They ran away in the second half because at halftime this game was close. T Rock, what we thought on Florida taking care of Maryland?
I watched this game. It was a good game. It was a good game. I thought, Maryland put up a good fight. Obviously, they just doesn't, like I said, they don't have the horses. I think, like you said, they have the Florida's a little too big for them on the inside, too experienced on the inside, and then you throw it out to them guards, and it's crazy. Um, it is unfortunate for them to for Maryland for Kevin Willard to move on just like that in the season. I guess him and Will Wade, or, what I'm saying, they can pretty much do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying, in the middle of a tournament or whatever, because that makes all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Florida played their butts off. So
Right. Don,
Right. It ain't no love no more. No tradition, no love,
straight
no
business,
hey.
baby.
It's straight business. It's all of business. So it doesn't matter to nobody no more. So like I said, it comes and goes. And like you said, T Rock, you hit it pretty much the nail on the coffin. They was too big for them. Florida was too big, and Maryland couldn't get them. When Florida out rebounds you by 22 rebounds,
Yeah, sickening.
yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's sickening. That is really sick. It is crazy because normally Mr. Queen is a double double guy, but he had 27 and 5, but this too much experience for Florida. I mean, you got to look at it, man. Mr. Martin from Florida, Elijah Martin, he came from Florida Atlantic or whatever, where Michigan coach was
Yeah.
the head coach, right?
yeah,
And we all know Clayton came from Iona.
yeah,
You talking about making the transfer portal work for you, bro? Like, hey,
It's gonna be like it every year now.
yeah. But the key
Yeah.
thing, it ain't even about that. It's about making it work for you, your system,
Oh
though.
yeah. Your
You know what I'm
system.
saying?
Yeah.
Because it's more definitely free agency every year until the NCAA gets some nuts and do what they need to do. Because you got to, this is crazy. All this every
Mm-hmm.
year you can leave at. That don't even make sense. That's silly. Even the NBA has it where you have a contract for so many years. So that's what you need to do. Sign these kids up for these contracts for so many years. Have buyout
hmm
clauses. If this tampering is going on, which we know is definitely going on, have buyout clauses. You got to
Yep.
pay for this dude. Let's see how much people will be paying and tampering then. Good win, Florida. Big time.
Good win.
Duke in Arizona. Duke in Arizona. Caleb Love, man. I mean, another guy who's been there forever, refused to let go the rope until the end, man. I mean, goodness gracious. Duke was pushed to the brinks with this one as far as with their defense. They're known for their defense and their offense. Arizona just did not back away. You talk about talented, rich teams, big time. I mean, talent was all over the place, but one team has a guy or two or three that's going into NBA next year, first round, top 10, top 15 picks. Three of them, probably at least. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. Then you got the veterans. That's another one who done meshed the people. When you can get the top talent, and I don't even talking about top 75. I'm talking about the top 20 recruits like Duke does, and did they sprinkle in some of the transfer portal guys? It's hard to beat, man. It's hard to beat. And like I said, if Caleb didn't go off, Caleb had 35 points. If he didn't go off,
35.
man, this has been ugly. Don, what was your thoughts on Duke taking care of business?
Well, I expect, like I said, Duke to do this, but at the same time, Arizona did, like you said, put up a hell of a fight to, to at least get where they got that close, because it could have been much uglier. And like you said, Caleb Love, he's another individual of the system. So I mean, it's crazy how it is. But hey, Cooper, it's each game though with Duke is like, who's gonna be the guy really, almost like who's gonna do it? Like Cooper that game, Knipple this game, Proctor that game. It's whew, you don't know what to do.
When you're in the ACC, kind of like Louisville, you know what I'm saying? But all of us as Louisville fans, and you get to watch, from afar, Duke and everybody else. But when your team is out of it and you can really focus on Duke, it's unfair, bro. Like they are a special team. If they may win it, they got 25% chance like everybody else, or even more, since it's four teams. But very impressive, man. I mean, they don't have no shortcomings, and the thing about it is that everybody's 6'6" and up that starts for them. That's NBA, baby. That's NBA, man. And you don't lose anything. It used to be, well, how you gonna have a 6'6" guard, point guard, and he's gonna probably slow it up unless he's Penny or somebody else. Dude's a linebacker out there playing point guard.
Yeah.
Mr. James is a linebacker out there. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on this game?
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, everybody, they tall. They start 6'6", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9", 7'2".
Come on, bro. That's
crazy.
NBA.
Yeah, done. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, and it is. This that length, man. You can't teach length, man. You can't teach that. And they a cheat code, bro. They are a cheat code, big time. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? Good evening. Good evening. They are a cheat code, and I mean, as much as I don't know. Let me ask you guys, because y'all Louisville fans. Do y'all, unlike y'all, the Brotherins up 75? Do y'all hate Duke? Do you hate them?
No, I don't hate
No.
Duke. I'm not a Duke fan, but I do not hate Duke. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why other schools do. I just don't hate them. Now, here's the thing. Were there players over the years that I didn't like? Oh, of course.
Oh,
your
yes.
JJ Redick's and your Bobby Hurley's and your Christian
Grayson.
Leitners and all that kind of thing, right? Yes,
Oh, man.
Grayson's.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? You
know
have
that guy
players that I
right
didn't
there.
like. But Duke, as a university basketball school, I never hated them. I just wasn't a big fan. I didn't like them because this is one of the teams you always want to beat.
Sure. Don, what's your thoughts on it? Do you hate Duke?
I mean, I'm right with him. No, I really don't, especially this year. I mean, it's like you rooting for a certain part of family that you really don't, it's in your family tree, but you really don't get with them, but you always want to beat them. but they're going against the other opponent. You're like, yeah, might as well go ahead and knock them off. Like, you root for them. Like, yeah, why not? Like, go ahead. Because, they family, I guess. They're the ACC pyramid. So I want to keep them over because especially if they can knock that other conference off, I'm definitely rooting for
Yeah.
them.
I mean, to me, I think, of course, don't get it twisted, guys. Whenever they play Louisville, we're definitely not supporting that. But
Right.
it is what it is. We play them, what I'm saying, once a year. Sometimes it was twice. It is what it is. It not no really hate. They're not a rival. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I can admire you from afar. I still got my team, but I can respect what you got going over there. It can be like, oh shit, that might some real legit good players, big time, without a doubt. So
True.
I'm with you guys. It's like, hey, it is like,
Yeah.
hey, you didn't step on none of my players' chest. All right, hit a last second 3-pointer a free throw jumper to win. So I guess if that happened,
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see. Then that
right.
hatred will bubble into something else. It is what it is. Woo! Well, we finally got Kyle out of there. He had to go. He had to go home. It took everything from an overtime. It took Texas Tech to wake up 85-83 and lucked up and got this game. Arkansas, this was their game. This was Cal's opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm in the Elite Eight, and I can sit back and eat popcorn and watch my former team to see what they're gonna do." But you choke. You choke. You choke.
Pretty
And I
much.
don't, and I'm not even gonna put it on a one player or nothing like that. Just as a collective group, you choked. You was up by I think damn there was a double figures with like
Oh,
3 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that,
Mhm.
and lost the game. Disgusting. Hey, Cal, it is what it is. Gonna get that Tyson chicken and all that money. You went to the Sweet 16. Way to go. Because really, Arkansas, we know they got tradition. They won championships, a couple of them, everything else. They've been rocking and rolling. They haven't done it in a long time. So you can sit there and lay dormant for a little bit. But as you in this league that continues to get better, pretty soon Arkansas is going to be chirping. It ain't going to be Swiss 16s that they want, especially when you see your other brothers are playing Elite Eight and Final Four. So yeah, that clock is ticking on that ass because you should have won that game. T Rock, what's your thoughts on this
yeah.
Arkansas Texas Tech game?
Um, I'm happy Texas Tech won in a sense to
Your
it
bracket.
kind of helped me out in my bracket. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like I I'm not a Cal hater like obviously other people are, but for some reason I got extreme satisfaction in them losing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Extreme.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it made me feel good on the inside. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a Cal hater. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to even dislike this man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's done nothing but bring in good players and send them off to the league. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he does. You know what I mean? And when you spend as much time as he had in one spot and only get one championship, I don't anticipate him doing it, getting a championship in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
not
is
in
what
this
it
day and
is. But no, especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? Don't think Tyson Chicken got enough money to buy to buy him a championship. You know what I mean? But
We'll do
I don't know.
something.
Like I said, yeah, I was just yeah. I'm glad that Texas Tech won this game.
Don.
Yeah, I'm extremely glad. I mean, but the thing is, it's not surprising, like we all know. It's what Cal does. He has the players. He gets to the tournament. He gets to win. Maybe he might get one, and that's a maybe because past few times here he has lost in that first round.
Yeah.
So we don't expect him to do much really. And when he got this far, that's why it shocked me that he beat. Well, I guess it really didn't shock me they beat Patino because that's what he usually does. So he's doing what he usually does, and now he beat Patino, loses in the tournament, and gone and start all over again. And we'll see. And for Texas Tech to play 7 players and have 3 of those 7 with 20 points, and to make it to get Arkansas to come back and get them to go into overtime and take it, then hey, heads applause to Texas Tech just to get as far as they did, to do what they did and put Calipari out of the game tournament. Yeah.
To me, with Cal, man, it doesn't even matter. I mean, when he was at the other school, then yeah, I couldn't stand him, couldn't stand that, whatever. But now it's like you are what you are. Will he get those players? Yes, that's what he does. He got them at Memphis.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he got him at
Yeah.
Memphis. For all the Memphis people who may not like this no more, he got him at Memphis State, and it is what it is. He'll get it. He might, if he's there 9 to 10 years, if he's there that long, he might get a Final Four. He might. It is what it is. But he just, I don't know, man. And your coaching staff, they don't coach either, so it is what it is, bro. You're out of there, man. You're out of there. I will
Right.
say this.
Taking up seats.
I will say this. Hats off to Kenny Payne. I mean, his base salary was $900,000. He got $50,000 for being assistant coach for the NCAA, for them making it. Also for them, I think winning a game or getting the Sweet 16. So he got $1 million for this year.
Man.
My man's still stealing money, dude. Stealing
not doing
money.
nothing.
Stealing money. If
Stealing.
you ever watch,
Great.
bro, and it's so sick that he sits back there in that chair and he just he don't do nothing, bro. $1 million, $900,000 base salary.
That's
Wow, wow, boy. Woo. That's because
Greatest.
That's because you know where all the bodies are buried.
Mhm.
Because you ain't coaching nothing. You're definitely not coaching anything.
Right.
All right, Friday. Ole Miss, Michigan State. This was a hell of a game. Michigan State won 73-70. Padula and them was rocking and rolling. I just thought Bird was going to outlast Izzo. No, sir. No, sir. Don, what was your thoughts on Michigan State versus Ole Miss?
Like you said, it was a hell of a game just to sit back and watch and go back and forth on the coaching styles and come down to the very end and see Michigan State pull it out. Because at first I was doubting Izzo. I was like, I don't know, is he going to get it or not? But he still said he still gets it. So, hey, I mean, to get down to pull it out like that, and what was it? I forgot who was it. Richardson. There we go. Yeah, your boy Richardson. I mean, to play the
Jace.
game he played, Michigan State, held on to win that. It was impressive. Just like I said, to see Izzo to get as far as he did again. I mean, this is what he does almost every year, though. I mean, it's almost not surprising.
Right. And he's old school. He's one of them still old school. He, recruiting still, don't want to really mess with the transfer portal. Don't know how long that's going to last, but it is what it is. T-Rock.
I thought Ole Miss would actually could win this game. Or let me say it like that. That's what I was going to say. Let me not say it like that. I think they should have won this game. What's his it? Padilla, however you say his name. This cat is balling. I think
Yeah.
he actually played. He's playing himself into a draft stock for real. He's been performing. Been playing well all season. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody out there could actually guard that guy. Just for that reason alone, I really thought that. And don't they have like the defensive player of the year or something like that on the team too, or something like that? The center. I could be wrong about that, but anyway, or freshman player of the year, something. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, I say all that to say that Ole Miss basically should have won this game.
Yeah, they had it.
But like I said, they had players that kind of took over. Jace defense picked up. That's what happens, man. Especially them last little waning minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where you find out who's got what.
Yeah, this is when you find out who can coach and who cannot. And the
Yeah.
thing about it, Bird can coach. I mean, for real, when you look at Ole Miss's roster, especially, even after you watch them, they tough and everything else, but he ain't got the top of the top. So Bird done coached his ass off because they should have had this. They should have won this game. To me, I thought, but Michigan State, they don't go away. You know what I'm saying? No matter how
Mm-mm.
long how far you got them down or whatever, they're not gonna go away. But two great coaches though, Beard and Izzo, man, hell of a game for real, for real.
Yeah.
Auburn just went ahead and said Dusty May will dust you off right now, 78-65. Auburn with the, I mean, please, even though they got a freshman in the rotation, Pettifor and all this kind of stuff, but it still got to be the oldest team, one of the oldest damn teams, periods, in the tournament. But when you have a team that's really just execute, man. It's another team that had three players who scored 20 points. Broom, uh, Denver Jones, and Pettiford, man. I mean, this is impressive. They have the right mixture. They can go deeper than they only played 8 players. They can go deeper than that. Coach Pearl is he's rocking and rolling, man, and he just took care of Dusty. This game was a good game. It was a close game. It was only a 1 point lead for Auburn at halftime, 30-29, and Auburn just got too much, man. They just inside, outside, whatever, however you want it. It is what it is. T Rock, what's your thoughts on this one?
Hmm. Yeah. They just yeah, they said too much. Man, I didn't. I figured it'd be a decently competitive game. You know what I mean? But I felt like, and which is actually most, not all, obviously, but most of these games anyway. Whoever
Mm.
got started to pull away and get a good lead just pretty much kept it. Um, and once Auburn got ahead, it was just like I don't see Michigan catching up anymore. You know what I mean? So at that point, what I mean, when you're playing, especially when you're playing a team like Auburn, you got to you got to play that ball. You got to play ball. You got to put the ball in the basket, and you have to defend. They're a very hard team to defend. I'm saying they're big. They got one like true big who doesn't step out or anything, but everybody else can step out and shoot. Hard to guard.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a rock and roll, and Bruce Pearl, the Don.
Yes, he does right now. Yes, he does. I mean, I got kind of worried at first. I was thinking, because I was at Auburn, I'm looking up the TV, and I'm like, okay, Michigan give him a little fight there.
Yeah.
But then it looked like the second half, it looked like Broom said, okay, hold my cup and my Gatorade, and this man did some work because at first it wasn't looking too great, but this man ended up. You let this man get 16 rebounds by himself. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Yep.
it's hard to control. And once the time you look at it as I've been, as in this tournament been going, you get to look at individual teams more than you usually do.
Right.
And then I've been watching him play a little bit more. It's like, oh, okay. It's like when he get that engine going, he gets the rolling. Yeah, it's hard to stop that man. So yeah, Auburn keeps moving on right there.
Don't forget, dude was really first part of the season was player of the year. Dude was averaging double double before
Yeah,
his injuries
yeah,
and
it really
stuff like
was.
that. Dude was
Right.
that guy. You know what I'm saying? It it
Hmm.
took it took injuries and it took Cooper finally getting his foot underneath him to do what he got to do. But yeah, Broom, man, he's been rocking and rolling for a minute. And I mean, it's a cheat code. Like I said, them guys is old as hell, bro. They old as hell, bro.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real, for real. These ain't
They've been
no
around for a
these,
minute.
these ain't no young spring chickens, dude. These are truly what college basketball is looking like now. Professionals. It's professionals, man. And hey, if you can ski skirt that, if you got some JUCOs and you got some stuff like that, get another year. And then if I'm there, why am I going pro and probably not going to play when I can make a meal here? Yeah,
Hmm.
it is what it is.
Hmm.
Houston 62, Purdue 60. This is another goody. And we talked about this
Oh
on
man,
Wednesday.
it's
We knew
bad.
this was going to be a good game, and it lived everything. And it's crazy because the players showed up, man. I mean, the ones we talked about, they did what they had to do. They took care of business. We talking about, Kaufman, Braden Smith had 15 assists. Hussein couldn't miss for Houston. Sharp, another shoot. I mean, this is very impressive. And the last play, as far as how Houston went up, that play call by Calvin
Mm.
Sampson shows why Indiana should just shoot themselves, because you could have lived with them Texans. It was Texas. I mean, I understand it was 200 texts a day, but you could have gave that man on the risk and kept him. It was only two. It was a little.
was
It was
210.
200. It was a little
It's
starkish.
just 200.
It's stalking him a little bit.
It's just 200.
It's a little. Just 200. I
Just
bet
a
you
little
wish.
bit.
I bet you wish you would have just smacked him on the hand and kept him, because what he's doing with Houston, bro, it's remarkable. It's got that Ray Guy type stuff. He just got to win one, but he's got him rocking and rolling, man. Very impressive game. Don, what was your thoughts on Houston surviving?
Like we said, we was talking about this was gonna be a close one. I was being kind of optimistic on it, thinking Houston to, you know, be a little bit more of a slam dunk to Purdue. I thought it might have been more open, but while I was out watching, I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, Purdue is giving Houston all they can handle. And then that was just technical ball, brilliant coaching at the end and that last play.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, that's some Denny Crum back in the day ball in. You know, it was great just to watch that. In motion to see it like that ends the game for him, and it's like, damn, that was easy. It was like,
Mhm.
wow, great,
Orchestrated,
great coaching.
orchestrated, and most people fail to
Yes.
realize that ball fake was everything, because everybody shot that way. The dude just
Mhm.
came underneath him. Boop, give it back to me. Doop. It's pretty. T Rock.
I'm thankful uh, for bracket purposes, but no, man, it was a good. It was fantastic. Kelvin got them boys playing. Um, they're like a how can I say it? It's like a good defensive like Tennessee, but they can actually put the ball in the basket too. You know what I'm saying? It's not a force thing. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
enough. Yeah.
They keep you out. Yeah, they keep you out of the lane. You know what I mean? Just what I mean. It's insane how these dudes just hustle on deep, and that's ultimately the ultimate factor, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you got to play D, and so yeah. So it's the next game, I'm sure, but hey, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
The crazy thing is, man, they're not a real tall team. They're like 6'9", 6'8", long, all this kind of stuff. And Calvin, I mean, he's got a system, man. He's got a system, bro. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
play defense. You play defense, dude. Defense wins championships. You're always in the game. He was always good. And this year he has some guards. He's already had some guards, but he has some guards and things like that can shoot the three, stroke the three, keep him in there, and all this kind of stuff. Hey, great win, Houston. My gosh, great win.
Mhm.
Whoo, KCD, Tennessee 78, Kentucky 65. I want to be the first one to apologize, because I think I probably put the little jinx on them, and I think we as 54 crew probably did, because I think we all was like, there's no way, and being that I know some people on this panel that think it might have been sad, tongue in cheek, and hoping on the other end that this would happen. This was a total domination. This score is not predicted of what happened big time. 7-8-6-5, throw that out the door. It wasn't even this close, really. It wasn't. Tennessee owned Kentucky. They was playing. This was the Tennessee that we thought we was going to see in these other two games. They finally showed up, showed out, took care of business, kept Kentucky in that 60 range that we was talking about, early 70s, 60 range, just to have a chance. And they blew them
Hmm.
out. Blew them out. Like I said, a couple of threes at the end, whatever it is, what it is. 43-28 at halftime game. It was over. It was over. And that was a late shot to even give that. very impressive what Tennessee did on this one. Tennessee, uh, BTA, as the Don said. But T Rock, let me start with you before I get to Don because he's got that grin and shit, so I know he's gonna bring it home. So T Rock, what's your thoughts on Tennessee taking care of business against Kentucky?
Well, I knew once Tennessee hit those first 3 or 4 shots, it was going to be a long day for Kentucky. And what Tennessee did, um, especially good, is they kept Brea in check,
Yeah,
and that was the key right there. That was the key. Williams was going to get his. Butler, although what I'm saying,
he
he's the
almost had
defensive guy on
he
the
almost had
team.
a Louisville game, didn't he? 4 for 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If we'll, we're going. He can beat us. Nobody else can. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You had nobody spread the floor but Brea. Once you take him out of the game, you're gonna force everybody else to shoot, like Chandler shooting 90-foot jump shots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stuff like that. So you're forcing people to, other people to score.
True.
And
That's true.
True that.
when you can't stop them from scoring, it's even when they was hitting shots that even look forced. Like, we're
Mhm.
just gonna run across the lane, throw it up, see what happens. It goes in. I'm like, Kentucky's in trouble.
Right.
Right.
It's
Kentucky is
just
in
like,
trouble.
whoop.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy to me. So, but all that being said, I mean, again, we always say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Well, they just took out, what I'm saying, the one of the main cogs and forced everybody else to beat them. And
Yeah.
if you can do that, and then, what I'm saying, throw up stuff with your eyes closed and it falls, everything's in your favor at that point.
Right. Well, you hit it on the head. That was the whole game plan for Rick Barnes, man. Is to don't give up those threes. And so you
Yep.
best believe they weren't even looking at Butler. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Louisville
Mm-mm.
did. Let that dude shoot. Everybody else, we cut it off. Cut it off. Very impressive. The Don, what you got for the people?
I mean, it's finally it's what we expected, really. The Kentucky that we knew that was there. I mean, it's it was like let Oway be Oway. That's what he does. Oh, I'm gonna have a game here where it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna have another game, but then I don't show up to this game. I'm gonna shoot this type of way. I mean, Berea. They like I said, Tennessee ball. They actually had their game finally to where you think Tennessee had some defense and Tennessee showed where they had some offense because we knew Tennessee offense is shaky. Like I said, they never been really impressive to me, but they showed where Kentucky really isn't that impressive themselves. Where Kentucky's offense really isn't that impressive. But then you're gonna have like I'm reading where all the excuses for fans and this and that. No, Kentucky's showing where Kentucky is, truthfully. I mean, they're really not. They show their true stripes. And they tucked their tails, and now they headed back to Lexington where they belong.
Finished the season 24-12. 24-12.
12?
12 losses, a lot of damn losses, bro. That's a lot. And you can spin it so many
Mhm.
ways. You can say, hey, we played in the SEC. Da, 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 da. I get it. I understand it. That's still a lot of losses, boss.
We've been there, done that.
A lot of losses. A lot of losses for the 3 seed. It is what it is. But I do love how their uh, media relations people had pretty much everybody had that one at the end of the game when they was interviewing them. They had that one thing to get across. Come and play for Coach Pope if you're a transfer portal guy. Like everybody hit that line. And you cannot tell me that they didn't say, hey, when you get interviewed, especially if we lose, promote Pope and have players because they're gonna be doing the same thing, bro. They got some hell of a player. Moreno, Great Cross just won a championship. Jasper, you know what I'm saying? They got some players but in this day of age, you need some veterans, bro. You need some dudes that's long in the tooth. They're ready to do some stuff, and I don't know if that BYU stuff is gonna work, bro. For real, for real. You might have to dip down and do something else. It can only go so far. I mean, he got his first 2 wins as a coach as far as the NCAA tournament. Hopefully, Kelsey will join him next year in getting some wins, which is needed. But I don't know, man. And don't get caught up with this local stuff. That ain't gonna do it either. I'm sorry, bro. For real, for real. Don't do that. Don't
Right.
do that. Don't
Those
do
county
that.
boys ain't gonna do it. Those county boys, right?
Only. You can't do it only. It's gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be a mixture.
Right.
Because I love Trent Noah. I think he is a baller. I just think that get him in with some other players, let him be that 6'7" shooter. You rock and roll. Big time. I don't know. Other ones, I don't know. But yeah, definitely. Most definitely. I just can't see. I mean, because I just can't, because you got to think, you got Perry, who's prolific scorer in high school. Can he run point, though, for you in the SEC? I don't know. It looks different. Elite Eight, my guys. Let's get it. Elite Eight. This game's happened Saturday. Hey, my guys, bro. This right here. Florida, stop playing, man. Florida 84, Texas Tech 79. Basically, Florida did what Texas Tech did to Arkansas. And they did it in a fashion that was ridiculous, bro. Like, down by 10. And you talk about, you got one guy you need to contain at all times, and they could not do it. Clayton was rock and rolling, and the crazy thing, Clayton was ridiculous, bro. Clayton, woo, hey, that dude deserved all the All-American accolades. But I'm gonna tell you what, real quick, before I pass the mic to you guys, if it wasn't for what's my guy at right here, if it wasn't for Thomas Hawk, who hit those two crucial 3-pointers, it was Clayton and Hawk. They was going back and forth, Hawk hit 2, this mammoth. It looked like your boy, what's it called? Wichita. Tim Henderson. Go ahead, baby. Yeah, 10 minutes. I mean, nobody expecting Hawk to do them 2 massive. Dude had 20 points for the game, 11 rebounds off the bench. Come on, man. Clayton, 30 points, bro. Come on, get the rebound. Nobody. He ain't gonna shoot. Dude got even like 21, man. He got the rebound, dribbled to the 3-point line to end the game, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This Florida, I'm telling you, Florida is special.
They
And
different.
it's lining up to be a mammoth monster game. And we'll talk about the Final Four later on this week, but it is lining up to be one that I know it's two brothers going at it. And this is what's going to happen. But Florida 84, Texas Tech 79. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on this game?
Texas Tech is kicking themselves in the behind right now because you had the golden opportunity and you blew it. They know it. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that I need to, reiterate, go deeper into, but they blew a perfect opportunity to not only, obviously get into the Final Four, but blew a perfect opportunity to beat a good Florida team.
Yep.
And that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? And at the time frame of what Florida did it, you gotta feel even worse about it. It's not like you're 10 minutes left in the game and they were slowly coming back. You know what I mean? They caught your ass in about 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Quick, caught your ass 2 minutes and I'm sorry, this game's over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Florida, boy, they tough, boy. You know what I'm saying? They are super, super tough, man. Super tough.
Don,
Yeah, congrats.
what you got, Don?
Man. All right. So Florida, the game reminded me of those high school girls running that relay race where Florida came from behind and just popped Texas Tech upside the head. It was like, hold up, where you think you going? It's like, come on. Y'all think y'all gonna run away from us?
Lord have
Nah,
mercy.
bruh. We coming back and we taking this. Oh, crush it, smash. Oh my
They was in the
God.
way.
It was terrible. It was
Oh, that's funny.
terrible,
The same.
man. But
Stupid, man. Stupid.
I can't.
Stupid.
I
Stupid.
can't. I
Stupid.
can't. Florida
What?
just. I mean, Florida's to deal with. Florida's something to deal with. So I mean, hey, this coming weekend is going to be some must see basketball.
I try to tell people Florida, 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 and it's crazy because that same guy for Texas Tech that was cheering against Arkansas, and he was couldn't find him yesterday. What happened? Where was he at? I'm pretty sure he was in the same seat and woofing and crying. Be careful what you wish for, dude, because karma is something, man. It comes back and get you, and it was worse than what happened to Arkansas. Because like T-Rock said, dude, they count y'all like, dude, y'all was up by 10. Like, already talking about, dude, we going to the Final Four. I can't wait. Where the ladder at? Where the hat's at? Nah, bro, you like Benson out there. Well, for the New Orleans Saints out there. The Atlanta Falcons and all them looking all funny, and she got caught, got walked big time, man. Very, very, very. Man, you talking about some tears, baby. Boy, I don't even want to walk through the line. We lost that? Yeah, and lost by 5. 15-point turnaround.
I'm sure Patrick Mahomes is yelling at his TV.
Yeah, they needed you, bro. Big time, they needed you. And you know, so crazy, come to find out, Clayton coming out of high school was a quarterback. And he took a visit to Florida, and him and somebody else. So they got a picture of him coming out of high school on a visit to Florida in the Florida gear.
Wow.
You just never know. They said dude was a top quarterback, man. I believe because that dude's special, bro. Yeah. You know, hey, y'all better go and quit playing. He can run somebody's second unit, that's for sure, in the league. Man. Well. See, what had happened was you done shot all your bullets. You done shot all your bullets in one game. 25 3-pointers. Y'all was celebrating, laughing, giggling, hee cackling on the bench. Like, hey, man, look at this is what we do. Well, you hit 8 for 32 for 25% against an elite team, the number 1 team who took care of business, and it looked like you did not deserve to be on the court with Duke. So it's so funny how we want to say, you know, this is the number 1 league and this is this team and da-da-da-da. Bruh, stop it. Dude, too much, man. Too big, too much. What they say? Big, fast, all that. Stronger, bigger, faster, stronger. Right. Yeah, y'all saw it. They saw it up close. Mr. Sears, who went ape shit the game before, was held to 6 points, 6 assists, and 2 for 12 field goals and 1 for 5 3-pointers. See you later, guy. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Duke let y'all know. And then y'all wonder, like, oh, man, hey, Duke ain't played nobody. No, Duke is that good. Duke is that good. They are that good. They are legit. Yeah. Ask Alabama. 65 points. When was the last time Alabama scored 65 points? Yeah. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You better get you one of those. Some real players. The Don, what's going on? Who you got?
That's exactly what you heard, though. I heard that exact same thing. Duke ain't played nobody. This ain't that. It's, you know, SEC and this. I mean, what's it take, though? It takes when you playing whoever you playing. If you beat them, that's all that matters. A win's a win's a win. And whoever they played, they've been winning. These guys are on a 15, 16-game winning streak now. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they've won so many this year now, double-digit wins, it's just ridiculous right now. They're a machine right now working. And they showed what they could do against Alabama. Like I said, Alabama shot their wad out that last game before. And, yeah, it was enough. They couldn't. They should just sell them the bench to smoke the cigarette and call it a day because especially Serge Stroley
So,
and
so you
I
so
don't,
you
I don't
got
even,
them vaping on the sidelines.
they back early because they was done because they shot theirs and it was it. I mean, they know it. And they knew it probably. They know once they started that game, they started missing and stuff. They like, they felt a
But
certain way and the hard.
it is kind of like how we said it. I'm not gonna steal T Rock's thunder because I know he's gonna do this. It's different when you see 6'6" out there, and that's the smallest person. It's different. That's the same.
Right.
And Alabama got all them little small guards and shit. Like no one in the SEC has that size. I don't care what. No one has that size. That's difficult to deal with, bro. And they got
Mm-hmm.
that, and they saw it. T Rock.
Yep. Again, exactly what I was gonna say. It's different. You can go 1 for 5 when you got 6'6", 6'7" in front of you. And I'm not talking about just a regular 6'6", 6'7". I'm talking about the 6'6", 6'7" plus defense.
Yeah, they could play.
I'm saying they just they're not out there just 6'6", 6'7". They out there and you're behind. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, and what's even in the switch, you like, damn. You're gonna switch back, damn. You're gonna
And
switch again, damn. It's like so,
right.
it's you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't win. And as far as that thing, as far as Duke ain't played nobody stuff, it reminds me of like the arguments I used to have with folks about Roy Jones Jr.
Mm.
Right? Roy ain't fought nobody. Well, he beat up everybody in the weight class. I mean, what do you expect? He beat up everybody so bad he had to move up a weight class. But then he beat everybody up there too. Then he moved up to another weight class and beat up a heavyweight. I mean, what more you got to do? You don't beat up all the middleweights. You don't beat up all the light heavyweights, and then you beat up a heavyweight. What more can I do to prove to you that I'm one of the best fighters in the world, if not the best fighter in the world?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Say what you want about Duke. They beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like they ain't played nobody. But they just beat up everybody,
Yep.
make everybody look bad.
NBA.
Everybody.
NBA. This team, as far as their size and really their talent, is what Cal had. See, this is the difference. When Cal was rocking and rolling, he had guards 6'5", 6'4", 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody else got 6'1" point guards and two, and the small forward is 6'5". Their small forward is 6'9". You know what I'm saying? With a 7-foot wingspan. You're not
Right.
winning that, bro. It's different. It's different.
Yep. And like you said, Travis, you said T Rock, Mark Sear sitting out there, he's 6'1" and going back and forth from Duke's two guards, both of them standing 6'6". So you switch off, you looking at these fools like, golly, like, bruh, can I get like, how you gonna back
Yeah.
down on these fools? Like, come on.
Okay.
You know what's so
It's
crazy?
different.
You know what's so crazy? This is how deep it is. This is how deep it goes. Even when you go to Duke's bench, Caleb Foster looks like he's 6'2". Dude is listed 6'5". Caleb Foster. Isaiah Evans, another freshman. He's 6'6". These are bench players to go. Patrick, the backup center. I'm not going to mess his last name up. 6'11" center. He's the backup to Kaman, right? Gillis, who's a transfer from Purdue, lights out shooter. He's 6'6". Malik Brown, he just came back. Dude is 6'9". Dude, no one shorter than 6'5" gets in the game for
That's
them.
crazy.
Dude, it's
That's
NBA.
crazy.
It is strictly NBA, bro. You can't mess with that, bro. For real. That's different. That is different. I'm sorry. Okay, what no one says. Like I said, it just reminded me when Cal was rolling with them 6'5" guards on up, and you couldn't do nothing. John Wall 6'4" run a 4-4-2. Come on, bro. You can't do nothing at that, bro. Speaking of you can't do nothing with that, Tennessee went ahead and celebrated the big win against Big Blue and got blown out. Houston said we ain't.
This was
Houston said, first of all, y'all can't score, bro. Like you guys,
yeah.
you've been inept all year. No matter what, we are really a defensive team that have some players that can put the ball in the hole. Tennessee has one true shooter, and that's Lanier. And they took that water, cut it completely off, and it was done.
Man.
Like you talk about, a brown bill was due and everything else. They took care of business, cut the water off, and Tennessee was lucky to get 50 points in this game and still get blown out. Halftime 34-15. Are you kidding me? And when I say,
Yeah.
it is crazy because, well, Lanier, Vols fan, Lanier got 17 points. Lanier was 4 for 18. 2 for 12 for 3-pointers, 7 for 7 free throws. All your points came free throws, and if you shoot 18 times, you should score 17 points. Your water was cut
Right.
off. Ziegler, 5 points, 5 assists. It's a mess. Gainey, thank goodness for Gainey. Gainey was one of the key components against them beating Kentucky. 16 off the bench. He has 17 off the bench. This one, he shot over 50%. You look in the mirror. This is when you look in the mirror and say, "Hey, dude, you're a bully. I'm a bully. No, I'm the bully." And Houston showed who was the bully and punked Tennessee straight out. SEC out of there, big time. T-Rock, I know Houston's your boys. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, man. Well, you had one defensive team showing how to basically do the same thing. You're not getting in the lane. I don't care what you're trying to do, you're not getting in the lane. And now we're going to have to force you to score from outside, which we know that is not Tennessee's thing. It hasn't been their thing all year. They just pretty much beat you up, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But hats off to Houston. They played it behinds off, man. It was like there was 18 of them out there, man. It was insane. Um, Man, I can't say enough good stuff about him, man. Kelvin Sampson is amazing, amazing, amazing coach. And if this is any indication of the way things are going to go, man, they're going to be strong for a long time.
The
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah. I must agree with you on that, T Rock. The way they've been looking, and Calvin Sampson can keep bringing them in and doing the coaching he's doing. I mean, Houston's going to be having to be dealt with for coming years to go. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Houston gave Tennessee what they did to Kentucky, the defense. They roughed Tennessee. I think, they roughed Tennessee up. And like I said, I've been watching like Emmanuel Sharp recently, and he's been impressing me recently. And when he was shooting that ball, I'm sitting there like, okay, he's going to shoot again. Wow. I'm like, okay. And he pulls up again. Wow. I'm like, okay, really Sharp? Are you really going to shoot another? Wow. I'm like, he hit 3 in a row at one point, and I was like, okay, just throw my hands up with him. Tennessee can't do nothing with him. I mean, they shut him down. They bullied Tennessee some. I think Gainey probably was doing a lot of that late, maybe showed up. It seemed like the game was already away from Tennessee, and Houston, um, like they scored in little spurts here and there, and then you looked up and like, oh, really? Gainey got that? Oh, how did Ziegler get this? Or not Ziegler, Lanier. How did he get this? Like, oh, okay, a couple free throws because by Tennessee shooting a 28% from the game, yeah, Houston handled them. So, hey, impressive.
Yep. Good job, Houston. Good job, Houston. Big time. And Mr. Sampson's actually, the crazy thing, he's actually been there, I want to say, 8+ years or something like that. He's been there for a minute, taking care of
Yeah.
business. The impressive thing is that he went to another conference and done took over that conference. He done took
Right.
over the Big 12. 2 years, 2 championships. The punk Kansas about it there, so it is what it is. Took him. Yeah, you got to get out. This is our league right now.
And you
Obviously.
forget Kansas even plays there now. Big
Right.
12.
Why'd I end up doing this twice? So, last game, you know what? That's what it was. The last game they put this on here is definitely not that one. We just seen that one, but it was Michigan State 64, Auburn 70. Very impressive battle of the coaches. As for another one, Bruce Pearl, hats off to him, man, because you talk about orchestrating a team of grown ass men and taking care of business. They was one of the favorites all year. Put the state on there all year, and they have went to the promised land as far as with Final Four, and a chance to win this stuff big time. Uh, this one though, it was a 10-point game, 12-point game throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, uh, Broom is just tough, man. Came from Morehead State. His numbers was monster. He had a damn near thing double double at halftime. Uh,
Yeah.
this Michigan State would just look like they didn't have enough horses, but they're just a well coached team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well coached team. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna quit. They got some youngsters on there who believes in the brand and Michigan State and Izzo. Well, Auburn's like, bro, here you got a Broom. 25 points, 14 rebounds, and he got injured in the second half. Still came back, and then the only other double figure score was the freshman Pettiford with 10 points. But they got 8 points, 8, 8, 6, 5. It's gonna take a lot, man. I mean, this right here is lining up for a hell of a game with Florida again, Auburn and Florida, and Duke and Houston. But a good win by Auburn Tigers. The Don, what's your thoughts on Bruce Pearl taking Auburn to their
Hey,
second Final Four?
right. I mean, like I said, I was thinking when Broom went down, maybe Michigan State have a chance to come back, or maybe that was going to be the difference. But Broom showed that you can't keep them down. Came back out, stepped back out, and Michigan State really just didn't. I guess shoot. I'm trying to think of the word I was looking for, but they didn't finish. They didn't finish the game. I mean, as it went.
Mm-hmm.
So the defense handled. Auburn proceeded to go in and win. I mean, simple as that. Good one for Pearl.
T Rock.
Excuse me. If I'm looking at the box scores, man, if you told me that, so you got Kohler 17, Atkins 15, Jace Richardson 11, and you lost by 14, I wouldn't have believed you. Problem was, though,
Me six.
everybody,
Lost by
Six.
yeah,
six.
yeah, I'm sorry, 6. But I'm looking down here too. Fiddler, had 9, and everybody else had 2 to 4 points. That's not a combination of what I'm saying, of good stuff at the stand. So I'm honestly shocked that they didn't win this game. All things considered, especially when you got 3 guys in double digits. But with that being said, it was typical Michigan State basketball. They played hard. They're a tough team, always a tough team. Um, Richardson's going to be a star, no doubt, like his daddy. Um, but Auburn just, like I said, too many horses, man. Too many horses. You got, like I said, you got grown ass men out there. Like I said, these dudes got like, you know, mortgages and things. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They grown. You know
You
what I
know
mean?
they
Like,
do.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Got,
They in
got,
a
the,
different tax bracket.
got that football money.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
So that's you gotta up your game. So yeah, like I said, guys, we'll definitely talk about the Final Four this week. We'll probably do it Wednesday. Go ahead and knock that out. Should be some good games, and I can't wait to talk about that because it's chalk, all number ones, all
Yep.
number ones, and I'm so glad I decided to go that way. Speaking of that, let's go to the 54 Sport Network, the brackets, big time. And number one, first place is False False. I don't know why they named me that because I refused to. I guess I forgot to put my name down there. But in first place, yours truly, Will I Am, taking care of business with 93 points. We got somebody named Drew RL in second place with 86 points. A Family, third place. Fourth place, Kate Crawford. Fifth and sixth, the must be the husband and wife or the sister and brother, Caitlin Lickenbrock. And sixth, Andrew Lickenbrock. I hear you guys. Seventh is Andy L. at 76. 8 is Ron G. Ron G is in 8th place. Shannon Woods is in tied with 8th with Ron. And 10th place is Don D. Brooks.
Dang,
The
I gotta
Don.
put the whole government.
The Don. Number 11, Jamie Hawkins. You should have let him do like you did. False. 11, Hannah. 13, Corey Mucker, which is his mom is right below him. Mika at 14, tied with Dion with 14, so they got 14. Miss Dr. Brooks, she's number 16. 17th is Jennifer Leap. 18 is Johanse Decare. And 19th is Al. So, it is what it is. We don't know. Like I said, we missing 2 people. They went on the other brackets and stuff like that. T-Rock, how many people you got in the Final Four?
3.
3? Okay, cool. It's all good, man. It's much love. It's nothing but fun. I'm just happy that able to be a part of that again. Even though, we got knocked out earlier, but love that without a doubt.
Yes.
What's up, D? I see you sitting there tired and whatever.
That would not be tolerated next season. You gotta pass this season. This next season, it will not be tolerated.
Like, woo, knocked out. It is what it is. T-Rock, what you leave the people with?
Everybody have a fantastic week, man, and hope everybody does, what I'm saying, just has a great week, pretty much. I'll holler at y'all here in a little bit.
The Don.
All right. Let me say, what you do makes a difference. So you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make.
There you go.
I wish I had some glass to break. I have to download some glass so I can just break
it. Get that Stone Cold Steve Austin glass.
Breaking the glass, all that stuff. It is what it is. I hope everybody have a wonderful week. We know that Jefferson County is on spring break, so
break, baby.
Be careful. Don't get stuck in them airports. All that kind of stuff. The shit is real. So enjoy yourself. Make sure y'all guys who's going without their parents and stuff, make sure you make it back safely. Don't do any silly stuff. Gonna be having it depends on how I feel. I might go ahead and do it tonight, but the baseball polls and softball are coming. If not this week, it'll be in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go ahead and do it tonight for you guys. I'll probably go ahead and knock it out and do a small one for you guys, big time. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you, Mile Wide Bird Company, 502 Corvette Club, Vinyl Empire, all that good stuff. We out. Peace out. Enjoy.
It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Tune in every week. He gonna let you know. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. How's everything you wanna know? Keep up everything about sports, so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get expired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy, so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the way.